Good morning. Welcome to North Walterboro Baptist Church. I'm Curtis Pettit. Do we got any visitors in here today? Raise your hand. I promise you I'm not the radio tonight. If you got any visitors, this isn't your normal service. I promise you, you will be blessed before you leave here today. You might shed a tear for crying, you might shed a tear for laughing. And I promise you, we'll be blessed. Let me start off by saying, we got a few of the men together the other day, and we were talking about exercise, because a lot of us aren't, a lot of us don't do what we're supposed to do, right? Mr. Hubert Irwin asked me the question, does operating the handle of the lazy boy chair back and forth count as exercise? I said, no, Mr. Hubert, that don't count. You need to get a jump rope or something. Well, Brother Joe Jones claims that there are no calories in donut holes, but you have to eat the rest of the donut to get to the holes. I said, Brother Joe, you need to stay away from the hot now, son. But I've come up, I was watching TV the other day and saw Billy Blanks with his tie bow. And I figured for the men here at North Walterboro Baptist Church, we could do something here. With a little help of Dale back there and Paul, I come up with the Waffle House Shuffle. Will y'all help me out just a minute? That's not it. I promise you, that is not it. You should.
Technical difficulty.
You got the disc right over there.
In our exercise class, it'll be on CD, one for $9.95, two if you're a member for $14.95. This is Appreciation Day, so we also want to just mention a couple of our youth pastors too. Of course, one was just brought up here, but we want to mention one of our past youth ministers. Happened to be visiting his family here for the fourth and staying down to the fourth, Daryl Irwin. Daryl came down here and Daryl came down here and did a great job with our youth, and he got a calling and started going to ministry himself, and found a church opened up in the Conway, Myrtle Beach area. And now you can bring that so-called picture we got. Throw that thing out. Now, some of you hated to see Daryl go, but this is the way he started to dress around here. And I realized around Conway and Myrtle Beach, a lot of people dress like this. So they sit right here. Around Walterboro, Daryl, I realized that we're just country people. When we lose our gas caps off our trucks, we stick a rag in them. When we go to visit some of our friends for lunch, the centerpiece on the table is a can of Raid. When we go to the dumpster, we usually bring more back than we took because there's some good stuff there. But we don't dress like that around Walterboro. In fact, some of you that don't know, Daryl and Erica were the first to be married in this sanctuary here once we got it built. In fact, they were married before it actually got finished. And of course, every stud in this place here has got scripture wrote on it. A lot of trusses, and Daryl and Erica were probably in the same spots in scripture, and, which is great. And of course, Daryl, when Erica left, come over on this side and wrote, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, but Lord, I'm getting married to Erica and I'm scared. But anyway, Daryl, he's done a great job with us, and he's in Myrtle Beach. And now we got Rusty. Where's Rusty at? I know Rusty's there somewhere. Okay, they are. Rusty, come here, I want to give you something real quick. I want you to take this because it's going to feel like air conditioning's going off in this place for a few minutes. You might want to feel it. Now, Rusty, oh, please get this one off. Cut it off, cut that off yet. We don't need that one yet. But Rusty, we call him Old Red Top. He shaved his head for the youth, which was a great thing before, and then when it starts to grow back, it's like that monofilament type red that pops out on his head there. You know, kids, a lot of kids have light colored hair and the hair gets dark, or dark colored hair and the hair gets light. But Rusty's is a kind of different situation. They'll help me out with this picture right here. Now Rusty, this is the way he started off as a child. And thank goodness it finally turned all one color, but it did end up red. And I've had some questions in the past as to why we've had to start locking up the baptism pool. Because normally you do not lock up the baptism pool. Can you help me out with picture number 2 here? Now, y'all go ahead and clap for him. Go give him a clap. It gets to the point when Rusty gets ready to wash, he takes his clothes off and hops in the first thing he can find, and around here, the only thing digging up to hold him is that baptism. So we have had to put a lock on him. And third, Rusty, you do a great job, like I said, with the kids. You do a lot of things I couldn't do with them. You take up a lot of your time. You're traveling off with them. But your table manners are terrible. Rusty is supposed to be setting examples of me. You can use that fan anytime, because I know the air conditioner's going out. But, boy, you got to tighten up and better. And promise me, these pictures coming from people high up that love you, because I assure you, I don't have a picture of you sitting naked in a I promise you. You can cut those off right now. Thank you. But Rusty and Daryl, I assure you, if things don't go normally as we plan for them to go, even myself, that happens to me too. About a year or so ago, not quite a year ago, we were cutting trees in the yard. I was cutting some trees and cut many of them down. I had this one old tree. I had it notched out perfectly. I had Pam with my little Ford Ranger. V6. Had to tie that there. The Pam was going to pull it off, and when I cut it down at an angle above the notch, instead of falling where it was supposed to fall, I mean, I had it planned perfectly. This thing was supposed to fall right over here where nothing was at. I had it measured out. I mean, it wasn't no problem at all. But when I cut it out, it twisted on me and fell. It went back the other way. Hit wires, knocked power out. We were out of a couple, well, maybe a couple houses out of power. But when it fell, I went to check on Pam, and she's going in the house. She's cut the truck off, the radio was going, and she's cut the truck off. So I went to check on her in the house. She was in there praying, and she was thanking the good Lord that nobody got hurt, no damage was done to the fences or houses or anything. But then she told the Lord, please help Curtis with guidance and direction on his power tools, because he doesn't quite do everything he's supposed to with them. Well, I heard that part, and I said, Lord, you know what. Then she said,